Welcome back to DRAWPEDIA tutorials. Today I'm gonna teach how to draw Lok-Bot from Fortnite. If you're new to this channel, be sure to like, subscribe and comment below. I'm gonna draw on my Wacom tablet, but you can follow my tutorials with any other media that you have, whether it's pencil color, Sharpie or crayon. Now I'm gonna draw the top of his head with a line across, like that. And above that line, I'm gonna draw off-center to the right, a short line upwards. Semis could turn to the right, semis could turn downwards, turn it diagonally down to the left at that corner. Inside of that shape, I'm going to trace the same outline along the edges. And on the right side of that whole thing, from the upper point, a line across to the right, semis could turn downwards, turn it diagonally down to the left. On the right side of his head, I'm going to draw a diagonal curved line downwards to the right, sharp turn diagonally across, and arch it upwards in the middle point to the ending point on the left. Mirror that same set of line on the left side of his head, and below that, a line downwards for the left side of his head and slightly to the right. Repeat that same line again, slightly to the right corner. And on the left side of that whole thing, I'm going to draw an arch curve line on the left side of his head, right there. And at the lower left corner of his head, I'm going to draw a circular shape at that point. And another circular shape inside of that. Inside of that circle, diagonal line across from the top left corner to the lower right corner. Mirror the whole thing on the right side of his head. At the lower point of his head, I'm going to draw a line across and another similar line across below that. In the middle of his face, I'm going to draw a line across at this slightly lower point. And below that, on the left corner, a circular shape at that point. And another circular shape inside of that. On the right side of that, I'm going to repeat that same set of circular shape and slightly smaller. And above that, for the upper part of his face, I'm going to draw a long rectangular shape at this lower point on the left. Turn it slightly diagonally up in the middle point. And above that, in the middle, off-center to the left, a line upwards. And another similar line off-center to the right. A short line across at the ending point above. Mirror that same set of shape on the right side of his face. And below his head, off-center to the left, diagonal line downwards to the middle. Mirror that same diagonal line on the right side. Curved line across at the ending point below. A line downwards on both sides of that. And below that ending point, I'm going to draw a curved line across from the left to the right. Semis could turn upwards and back to the middle of his neck with a curved line on both the left and right side. Repeat that same set of shape again at the outer corner right here. And on both ending points at the side, short line downwards and slightly out. Curved line across from the ending point on the left to the ending point on the right. At the outer corner of his collar, I'm going to draw a line outwards at the upper corner. Turn it downwards on the sleeve. And on the right side of that line, I'm going to draw a line downwards and slightly to the right at that corner. At the ending point below, I'm going to draw a circular shape. Inside of that, another circular shape at that corner. And inside of that, a diagonal line from the top left corner to the lower right corner. On the left side of the collar, from the upper line, a line downwards and slightly to the left. Turn it diagonally down to the left, across to the left, Mirror the same set of line on the right side. Inside of his armor, in the middle point, I'm going to draw a line across below the collar right there. Semi-scattering downwards on both sides. A line downwards. Turn it diagonally inwards at the lower point. A line across at the ending point below. Inside of that shape, I'm going to draw a line across at this lower point. At the side of that shape on the left, I'm going to draw a line across to the left and slightly downwards, and another similar line slightly above that. Mirror that same set of line on the right side. Inside of his armor, at the outer corner of the collar, a line across at this lower point, and below that line, I'm going to draw a small arch curve line on the left corner. Turn it downwards and slightly to the right on both ending points. You curve line from the ending point on the left to the ending point on the right. Mirror that same set of line on the right side of his armor. Below that whole thing on the left, a line downwards and slightly to the right. Turn it across to the right, short line downwards, turn it across to the left. Turn it downwards and slightly to the right, across all the way to the right side of his ribs. Mirror the same set of line on the right side right here. And below that whole thing, I'm going to draw a line across from the left to the right. Turn it downwards and slightly inwards on both the left and right. And a line across from the ending point on the left to the right. Below that shape, I'm going to draw a line downwards on the left corner and another one on the right corner. And in between those two lines, I'm going to draw some lines across at that corner. Below that whole thing, another line across, extend it slightly out on both the left and right. Turn it downwards on the left corner, and I'm going to turn it downwards on the right corner as well. Below that ending point, a line across on the right there. Turn it downwards on the left ending point and slightly inwards. Mirror that same set of line on the left corner and a line across in the middle point. Above that line, I'm going to draw from the corner on the left a line upwards and slightly out, and mirror that same line on the right side. Below that whole thing, I'm going to draw a line across at that corner. Turn it diagonally up on both sides. Turn it upwards. At the outer corner of that shape, from the upper point, a line across to the left and slightly down, semi-scattering downwards, semi-scattering to the right. Inside of that shape, I'm going to trace the same outline along the edges, right there. And below that, on the left corner, a short line across, turn it downwards and slightly to the right, across to the right, semi-scattering downwards, turn it back outwards at the lower point, a line across to the left, turn it downwards at that corner, turn it diagonally down to the left, sharp turn upwards with a line at the outer corner, and a line across to the right at this upper point. Inside of that shape, I'm going to draw a circular shape at this right corner and another smaller one inside of that. Below his hips, in the middle point, I'm going to draw a line across, turn it upwards on both ending points on the left and right. On the left side of that shape, I'm going to draw the upper part of his leg with a line across and slightly upwards to the left. Turn it downwards on both ending points and slightly inwards. Semi-scattering to the middle point on both the left and right. And a short line across in the middle point. Below that shape, a line downwards on the left corner, diagonally to the left. and another one on the right side. And below that, a line across at that corner. Turn it downwards and flare it slightly out on both the left and right. Turn it back downwards on both sides. And at the ending point below, a curved line across at that corner. And another similar curved line across slightly above that. Copy the same shape of the leg at the upper corner on the right side. Turn it downwards on the left corner, semi-turn to the right, across to the right, semi-turn back upwards on the right corner. Below that, on the right, I'm going to draw a line downwards, turn it across to the left, semi-turn diagonally up to the left, semi-turn to the left, and semi-turn back upwards on the left corner. Below that shape, I'm gonna draw a line downwards diagonally to the right on both the left and right corner. And below that, a line across, semi-turn downwards on both ending points, diagonally to the right. And below that whole thing, I'm gonna draw a line across on the right corner, slightly upwards. Turn it diagonally down and out to the right on both ending points. Turn it downwards and slightly to the left. Extend it further down on the right corner. Turn it across to the left and slightly downwards. Turn it diagonally up to the left. At that ending point, curve line to the right, diagonally up. Semi-turn diagonally out to the left and up, semi-turn downwards, sideways to the left. Turn it downwards at that corner, turn it diagonally down to the right, across to the right, and turn it upwards at the outer corner. Inside of that shape, a line downwards in the middle point and slightly to the left right there. And above that line, I'm going to draw an oval shape at that corner. Above that whole thing on the left, a line upwards at that point. Turn it sideways to the right and turn it downwards. Inside of that, I'm going to draw an oval shape at this upper point. And on the right side of that whole thing, a line downwards at that corner. Inside of his knee pad, I'm going to draw a line across and slightly upwards to the right at that corner. And below the knee pad, I'm going to draw a small rectangular shape in the middle point at that corner. And below that whole thing, from the left corner, diagonal line downwards and flare it out. Turn it downwards, turn it diagonally down to the right, across to the right and slightly up. Turn it upwards and slightly to the left. Turn it diagonally up to the left. Inside of that shape, from the left corner, I'm going to draw a diagonal line downwards to the right. Turn it across to the right and slightly up. Below that whole thing, on the left corner, diagonal line downwards to the left at that point. Turn it diagonally down to the right. Turn it across to the right and slightly upwards. Turn it diagonally up to the left at that corner. Inside of that shape, a line upwards in the middle point right there. Below that whole thing, in the middle point on the right, a line downwards. Turn it across to the left and slightly down. Turn it diagonally up to the left and turn it upwards. On the left side of that, a short line across at that corner. And at that ending point, I'm going to draw a small oval shape. And below that oval shape on the right, a short line downwards, short line across to the right, turn it downwards, turn it diagonally across to the right and slightly down, across to the right and slightly up, short line upwards, turn it diagonally up to the left, and at that ending point slightly above, a line downwards, across to the left and slightly down, turn it upwards at that corner. Now for his left leg, I'm gonna copy the same shape of his knee pad on the left right here, similar to the right knee pad. And at the inner corner of the knee pad, turn it upwards, turn it across to the right, semi-scoot turn up and turn it back to the left at the upper point, turn it across to the left and slightly up. Inside of that shape on the right, I'm going to draw a circular shape at that corner and a smaller circular shape inside of that. Above that knee pad on the right, I'm going to draw a small arch curve line upwards at that corner. Repeat that same arch curve line again and another one. On the left side of that set of line, I'm going to draw a curve line across at this upper corner and repeat that same curve line again at this lower point. Below the knee pad on the right, a line downwards at that corner. Turn it diagonally across to the left and slightly down. And from that point, a line across to the left and slightly up. Turn it upwards and slightly to the right. Inside of that shape, in the middle point, I'm going to draw a line upwards and slightly to the right. On the left side of that line, I'm going to draw a long rectangular shape below the knee pad in the middle point right there. Below that whole thing, on the left, diagonal line downwards to the left, across to the right and slightly down, turn it diagonally up to the right. Turn it diagonally up to the left at that corner, and inside of that shape, in the middle point, a line downwards at that point. Below that whole thing, in the middle point, I'm going to draw a curved line diagonally down to the left, and another similar curved line on the right side of that. Turn it diagonally up to the right, and a line across at the ending point below to the left. On the left side of that whole thing, diagonal line downwards to the left, short line downwards, across to the right, short line upwards, across to the right, short line downwards, across to the right, turn it across to the right and slightly up, turn it upwards at the back of his feet. Inside of his feet on the right, diagonal curved line downwards to the left at that corner. Now for his right arm, I'm going to draw below his sleeve a rectangular shape diagonally down to the left, right there, and below that, a line downwards, curve line downwards and flare it out to the right, turn it back inwards at the lower point. Now for his shoulder pad, I'm going to draw at the upper point, diagonal line across to the right and up, across to the right, turn it downwards and slightly to the right, turn it downwards, turn it diagonally across to the left and downwards, diagonal line upwards to the right, across to the right, turn it diagonally up to the right. Inside of that shape, I'm going to draw a small rectangular shape at this lower point, and above that rectangular shape, a short line across, and I'm going to trace the same outline along the edge at this upper corner. Below the shoulder pad in the middle point, diagonal line across to the left and downwards, turn it downwards and slightly to the right, across to the right at that corner, turn it upwards. Above that set of shape on the left, a U curve line across at that corner. I'm gonna copy the same shape of his sleeve and the shoulder pad on the left side. Now for the right arm, below that whole thing, a line diagonally downwards to the right at this outer corner, and another one at the inner corner on the left. A line across at the ending point below. Below that whole thing on the left, curved line diagonally down and slightly out on both the left and right. And below that, a line across from the ending point on the left to the right. Turn it downwards on the right corner. Turn it downwards on the left corner and extend it further down. Turn it sideways to the right at this ending point below. Sharp turn diagonally up to the left, semicircle turn to the right and up, turn it to the right. Inside of that shape, I'm going to trace the same outline at this upper corner. Turn it diagonally down on the left corner to the right. Curved line across to the right at that point. Below that, I'm going to trace the same outline along the edge at this space right here. And on the left side of that whole thing, at the upper corner, a line downwards. Turn it downwards and slightly to the right. Sharp turn upwards at that corner. At the ending point below, a short line across to the right. And at that ending point, I'm going to draw a curved line diagonally up to the left. Semicircle turn to the right. Curved line across to the right and semicircle turn down. Turn it diagonally down to the left. On the right side of that, a line upwards at that corner. And at that ending point, diagonal line downwards to the right. Turn it downwards. Turn it diagonally across to the left and up. At the outer corner of that set of shape, I'm going to trace the same line again. Extend it diagonally up to the left at that corner and semicircle turn up. Above that set of line, I'm going to draw a circular shape on the left corner right there and a smaller circular shape inside of that. Above that circular shape, I'm going to draw a line across from the side of his arm. Turn it upwards and slightly to the right. Turn it diagonally up to the right. Sharp turn downwards and slightly to the left at that corner. Below his wrist, I'm going to draw an arch curve line at that corner. And at the ending point below, curve line across from the left to the right. And below that, from the left corner, curve line downwards and curve line downwards on the right side. Curve line across below that to the right. And at the ending point on the side, curve line downwards. Curve line across at the lower point. And inside of that shape, I'm going to draw a curved line across in the middle. Below that whole thing, I'm going to draw a line downwards on the left corner. Turn it diagonally across to the right. And repeat that same set of line again, slightly to the right. And in between those two set of line, I'm going to draw a circular shape at this upper corner. And another circular shape in the middle point. Mirror that same set of shape at the outer corner on the right here. And in the middle of those two set of shape, I'm going to draw a line downwards on the left corner and another line downwards on the right corner. A line across at the ending point below. And inside of that shape, I'm going to draw a line across in the middle point and slightly below that, another one. Now for his left arm, below the sleeve, I'm going to draw an arch curve line downwards at that corner and another similar arch curve line downwards below that, across to the right. Mirror that same set of arch curve line on the right corner right here, and inside of that shape, I'm going to draw from the inner corner, diagonal line across to the left and slightly up. And another one above that, and another one right there. Below that whole thing, a line downwards and slightly to the left at the outer corner, and another one at the inner corner. And below that, a line across, semicircle turn downwards on both sides and slightly to the left. curved line across at the ending point below from the left to the right. At the outer corner of that shape, in the middle point, a short line outwards on the left right there. Turn it downwards. Mirror that same set of line on the right corner. Curved line across from the ending point on the left to the right. And below that, a line downwards on the left corner. And another similar line on the right corner. A line across at the ending point below. Inside of that shape, I'm going to draw a line across at this upper corner. And below that whole thing, a line downwards and slightly to the left on the left corner. And another one on the right corner. On his wrist, I'm going to draw a circular shape at that point. And another circular shape inside of that. And another smaller one inside of that. Below that, I'm going to draw a semicircle shape and I'm going to leave a gap at the lower point. Right there. And at that gap, a line across from the left to the right. Turn it downwards on both sides, diagonally to the left. A line across at the ending point below. And inside of that shape, a line downwards on the right corner. And below that whole thing, from the left, curved line downwards and to the right. Repeat that same curved line again on the right corner. And another one slightly to the right side of that. A line across at the ending point below. On the right side of that whole thing, a rectangular shape at that corner. And inside of that rectangular shape, a line downwards on the right side. And below that whole thing, curved line diagonally across to the left and downwards. Repeat that same curved line again on the left corner. A line across at the ending point below. And that's all for our tutorial today. I hope you enjoy it and find my lessons helpful. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Also, feel free to drop your requests, suggestions, or any other comments in the comment section below. See you next time!